very top. Reason number 7, there was a massive up.
Tales of wonder.
Right? Different things you do.
IQRA KIDS TV.
Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
Sorry I'm late, guys. So sorry. I was trying to find Beanie, actually, but I didn't find him, which is a good thing. Sorry about being late. Anyway, walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome once again to IQRA KIDS TV. Now, because I'm a bit late, I just need to finish off a few things here and there to make sure this show is going to be good for you. Okay, guys, you know what IQRA KIDS TV means? IQRA means to learn, to read, to understand. Kids is you guys, me, mum, dad, whoever. And of course, TV. What we're working on to make sure it is awesome for you guys. Now, anyway, here's the show. A bit late, but here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome once again to the Random Art Studio. I am going to be doing some random art for you. Just in case you don't know how the Random Studio operates, let me remind you. We have an awesome spinner right here, right? We have a lovely spinner. And on that spinner is a number of interesting items. Ooh, let me just give an example of some of the things we've got on here. We've got Quran, we've got elephants, we've got Islamic art, Iron Man, hijab lady, cool logo, Hulk, a palace, a Jannamaz, so many goodies. I haven't actually counted how many on there, but there's a load on there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to press the button and we'll be able to see which one it stops at. But before we do that, let's just show you what that spinner looks like. I'm going to put it on the screen now. There it is. Right, so you can see there some of the items I mentioned, and it's scrolling through them as well. Spider-Man, cars, castles, all sorts of goodies, right? So I'm going to hit that button. But just to remind you guys, if you want to be my guest here on the Random Art Studio, and you can sit next to me and you can be the one to hit that spin button and come in and choose randomly what we're going to draw today. But until then, I'm gonna have to do it myself. But if you do want to come into the studio, all you need to do is drop me an email on this email address, info@iqra.tv. Can you do that as well? It'd be awesome. We've had some people in so far. It's been awesome. I really enjoyed it. And it's much better having somebody here with me than me sitting by myself. I still enjoy drawing stuff and showing you how to draw things, but it's always nice to have a bit of company. Right, so should we get on with it? Are you ready? I'm gonna hit that button. Oh, also as well, if you want to suggest things to put on there, I'm open to that idea as well. Here we go. What's it gonna stop at? We don't know. A fighter jet. Who put that on there? All right, fighter jet it is. Okay, right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to find a picture of a fighter jet that we're gonna put on screen that we can all draw, okay? Okay. Right, so I found a lovely picture of a fighter jet on my phone, but we're gonna put it on the screen for you. Bing. So that's what we're gonna draw. It's random, and because it's random, you know, it's not unheard of that I might make a few mistakes, especially seeing that we're gonna go directly onto our drawing area. I've got an A3 pad here. Okay, as normal, and I'm gonna use my markers, and I'm not gonna use a pencil. Like, sometimes it's good to use pencil, but sometimes it's good to throw yourself in the deep end to the point where you're not you're not sure what you're gonna do, you might make mistakes, and if you do make mistakes, you can't rub it off because it's a marker. But it's a good idea to try from time to time. Right, so let's draw that picture. Now, again, I'm gonna have to not use the black pen marker because this run out, I've been using it too much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab the blue for now, and we're gonna use the blue. Right, let me get my glasses on. I can't see a thing without them. Okay, so you can look at the screen, or maybe you can see that as well. Oh, it doesn't matter. There you go. Oh, you can see that as well. So that's what we're going to draw. Right, let's first and foremost establish the front of the plane is going to be about here somewhere, and the middle is going to be about here, and the back is going to be about. I don't want to make it too big. We'll be here all night. So, guys, here we go. We're going to try and draw this plane. We're just going straight with the marker. Goodness me. Whoa, Khaleel, you don't make life easy for us, do you? No, I certainly do not. And I'm a firm believer in learning things sometimes the hard way. And if we make a mistake, so be it. So be it. Okay, There you go. Not bad. Not bad, not bad start. Okay, right, let's just continue some of the lines. This space here where the propeller goes is there. Let's go to the cockpit where the pilot is going to sit. It goes down a bit and goes back up. Okay, like that. Not bad. Now, I'm not going to draw exactly as I see here as well, because it's going to be impossible to draw exactly the same, but we're going to try and get as close as possible and try and put as much detail in as possible. Right, now the thing is, because it's looking on a side profile, the wing is coming right towards us, and it kind of starts about here somewhere, and it goes kind of up here and down there, like that. Okay. Not bad, not bad, we're getting there. Okay, and then the back bit, I'm not sure if that's an additional engine there. It's like a square box or something. Maybe that's where he keeps his lunch. But whatever it is, we're gonna try and draw that in there. Ooh, can you see that there? Can you see that? Oh, right then. And then the back bit, let's take these lines. I should go to this line here. And that red line, we're gonna bring that line there. Bring that red line all the way over and down and back up and down again. And I'll confess to you guys, I'll tell you the truth, I've never drawn a fighter jet before. No, I haven't, which is highly surprising, but then again, who knows? I've never drawn one of these before, and so sometimes, you know, as I said, it's good to try new things. You have to try new things, because from time to time, if you become professional at this thing, your clients are going to ask you to draw the most obscure and weird things, and you need to have a little bit of experience in drawing different types of things. Don't always draw things that you like, okay? It's fun just drawing stuff that you like sometimes, but sometimes you need to expand your vocabulary, so to speak, your artistic vocabulary, and draw other things. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Okay, I've done the tail feather with that kind of weird looking pattern there. I don't know what it is, but let's not make a fuss about it. Let's just put this line in here. If we have a bit of time, we might do some colors as well. I'm going to leave the writing for now because it looks a bit complicated. And I think this is the space, the cockpit, where the pilot is sitting. Let's just put him in there. There's no details really, just going to make a vague outline of him sitting there, which is all right. It's all right. Then there's a line that goes here with 3 dots, there, there, and there. Right, now we're going to get to some of the tricky bits. The wheels. The wheels are, oh, goodness me. Woo! How many mistakes have I made so far? About 10. But did you notice, you're probably thinking, yeah, Khaleel, that line's in the wrong place. That line's in the wrong place. All right, whatever, man, give me a break, right? There's the wheels. Okay, if you're trying this at home and you're gonna do like me and go directly with the markers, you need to try and have as steady hand as possible. Now, steady hands, some people are born with steady hands and some people are not. So if you, like me, weren't born with steady hands, this exercise is going to be perfect for you because this is how you get steady hands. Practice doesn't make perfect. Don't forget that. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes improvement. Okay, so let me put this line in here. So there you go. Now you might be tempted to grab something round and draw those circles there. And I would advise you not to do that, okay? Continue doing it freehand like what I'm doing as much as possible to get the idea, to get the feel of drawing things freehand, okay? I'm not saying that using a ruler or a compass is cheating. It's not. But in order for you to improve your ability to draw freehand, you can't use those tools, okay? You're gonna have to practice and practice more and more, just freehand styly. Okay, this back wheel is looking a bit dodgy. Okay, but even if you're drawing something, whatever you draw, because I just did this one randomly, whatever you draw, okay, even if you think you're making mistakes, don't stop, okay? Keep going, because once you finish it, and then you show somebody what you've drawn without referring to the reference that you've used, they're gonna say, wow. Because they're not, see, when somebody looks at it fresh, they're not comparing the picture you drew to the picture that you copied. They're just seeing it for what it is, okay? So that is why you should keep going. Remember, you're not a human photocopy machine, okay? You're not trying to copy it exactly down to the last exact detail. And I know that's what a lot of young artists get a bit frustrated because they are not able to copy it exactly as they wanted it to. And that's gonna be impossible, okay? Unless you're, you know, super duper talented, and people like myself, we're not super duper talented. We have a lot of practice and a lot of just experience trying things over and over again, okay? So don't try and do it exactly too much. Roughly, yeah, of course, so it looks like a plane and not an elephant, but try and get there as close as possible without trying to think you have to make it look perfectamundo. Okay, mundo means world, so I don't know why I'm saying that, right? There you go. Okay, right, I think I'm gonna leave out the numbers for now because they're gonna be hard to, oh, let's do it. Give over, right. B88, and the number on the back tail is a bit smaller. So I'll just hold up so you can see it a bit clearer. Not bad. Right, we've got a bit of time. Let's try and throw some colors in there, quick. Okay, so predominantly this thing is green. I wanted to do an example of some mixed media. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab this red and I'm gonna fill in the top bit. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to shade it in. Remember, I show you to, when you're coloring things in, try and stay in the right direction. Don't just go like that. Try and stay in the right direction when you're coloring it in. It's always in that direction. If you start this way, keep going that way. Okay, I'm going to bring this down. It's difficult. Even I'm going over the lines there. Yes, Khaleel, you're saying it's to do it. You're not doing it. I'm doing my best, right? But again, it's just practice. I'm going to make that bit here red.
Hi guys, I hope you're enjoying watching IQRA Kids TV. Remember, if you want to send in any of your artwork, or if you want to join Brother Khaleel on the Random Art Studio, all you need to do is send us an email on this email address, info@iqra.tv. info@iqra.tv. Send your stuff in and give us an email. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, and what I want to do quickly, because it's not just flat red, there's this kind of shade there as well. I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to grab a dark brown, if that will do it. And I'm going to start, no, that's not dark enough. Let's just grab something even darker, something like this. I think it's even a darker brown. And I'm going to use that to put the shading underneath. Okay, can you see that a little bit? Okay, it's coming out nicely on the camera. Let me just make it a bit darker. I'm still trying to go in the same direction, but I'm moving my hand up this direction so I can get an easier, you see your hand naturally goes this way, so it's easier to do it that way. And then fade it up, okay? Fade it up like that. So of course, again, the sun is coming this way, in this direction, so the light part is here and the dark shadow is underneath there. You know, I should maybe use this brown here. Okay, I'm gonna use this brown. I don't know if it's gonna work, but, well, it will work, but will it look good? Ooh, yeah, I'm using this dark brown here to accentuate that shadow. Okay, then I'm gonna use that pencil brown to fuse it in, to fade it in, to meld it in, so that we have a smooth transition. When a color moves from one color to another, so a darker blue to a light blue to a dark blue, is called a vignette, okay? So I'm trying to make a nice vignette of this color going up like that. You see what I mean? It's fading up quite nicely there, very gradual. Ooh, I like it, Khaleel. Oh, thank you very much. No, mashallah. Right, let's do the same thing with the green. Right, let's grab a green. Now, I'm not sure which green it is because I've got two greens here and I don't want to grab the wrong one. So let me just grab a sample piece of paper on the side here. Okay, this is what I make my notes on and I'm going to color that in. That's a good green, okay? So we're going to use that to just do this part of here. We've already started in this section, so let's just continue that green here, like this. Try and keep it in the same direction. Like this. Okay. Now guys, I keep saying to you lot, I want to see your artwork, as well as having you sit with me as well, which would be really awesome. I want to see your artwork. So if you have any artwork, even if it's not necessarily related to what we do here on the Random Art Studio, and you've got some awesome pictures you've done that you want to show us, we will also not just show it here, but we'll also put it on our Instagram page, right? If you've done something that is really nice, oh Khaleel, I've done XYZ and I want to show the world. Let me grab this darker green now, and just use that to continue the shade. Right, so I want to show you what I've done, Khaleel, right? All you need to do is send it on that email address we've been going on about for 750 years, all right? info@IQRA.TV. That's the same email address. If you want to be on the show, as I said as well, it's best if you're in London, okay? Because we are based in London, so if it's going to be a lot easier. If you're living in Tasmania, it's going to be hard to get you over here, isn't it? I don't even know where Tasmania is. I think it's near Australia somewhere, right? So it's going to be easier if you're based in the UK. But if you are in Tasmania, and you still want to come over and you're happy to pay the fare, I'm not going to complain. Just imagine that having international guests on the show would be absolutely awesome. Right, let's have a look at that now. See, oh, I think it's okay, but it's not fading up enough. Oh, now you can imagine now, if I'm not sure, we've got another maybe 10 minutes. If we did this shading technique all over it, it's going to look pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to do as much as I can. And then we'll do a quick speed ahead so that we can see where we are, right? So, right, so I've just taken the time to just do some shading there as well. As you can see, because my pens were running out a little bit, we've been using them so much, right, that they're getting a bit rusty. But you can see I haven't done all of it, I've just done the main parts here as well. So I've darkened the underbelly of the plane here as well, as you can see. And I've began to bring it up and fade it up using the pencil as well as the markers or the felt tip pens. As I said, if I did the whole thing everywhere, I did the same back here as well, because that that is a fin or something sticking out, so it's casting a shadow here. That's why that is dark as opposed to the bottom part here, right? So you can imagine if the whole thing was like that, it would be quite nice, okay? So let me just quickly add a few parts. I'm just gonna add, actually, I'm gonna grab, if I can grab something, right, see I've got a pink pencil here. Now if it was lighter, it would be better. I don't know if you can see that. Slightly, I've got some pastels here. Let me just whip out the white one. I have to whip them out. And just gonna use that to accentuate some of the highlights. See, this is the stuff, this is the good stuff, okay? Okay, where's my tissues? You see why we need tissues on my desk? Because it's not, see, when you do things like this it's not good to use your hand to brush things away, especially if you're using pastels, because pastels will smudge. So it's good to have tissues on the table that you can use. I used to have a big thick brush when I was doing stuff, and I used to use the brush, a big thick painter's brush, and use that to knock away the pencils and the eraser marks, stuff like that as well. So it's good to have some tissue on the side, or I don't think you're gonna have a brush lying around anywhere, but it's good to have something like that that you can use to knock. I'm gonna have to use my hand here at the moment, which is not good practice, okay? So you can see I'm using that white to just give a bit of a highlight where the sun is coming down there as well. And I'd put a little bit here and a little bit here as well. We need to do more, but as I said, we're running out of time a little bit, unfortunately. So we're gonna leave it there for now. But as I said, you can imagine if we continue doing that for the entire illustration, it would look quite nice. And then you're gonna start getting that 3D effect where it looks like it's coming off the page a little bit more. Okay, again, I wish I had more time to sit and just finish this off, inshallah, to show you how we can bring it closer and closer and closer. And look, I used the blue pencil to start off with, or the blue marker to start with. It doesn't matter at the end of the day what you use, okay? It's how you're using it, the imagination, the observation of looking at objects. Remember what I said, 60% looking, 40% drawing, okay? If I had a bit of time, I would have looked at this picture a bit more and figure out where the lines were, but we didn't. We just went straight in there, right in the deep end. So it's looking at it and figuring out where the lines are and planning out what am I gonna do? And even on the picture that I've got here, which we've got on the screen of the plane, you can see that the white highlighter that I put on there is not actually on it. It's not on there, is it, right? So I've started to adapt it and bring it to a position where I think it looks a bit better. Let's just focus on this again. Let me just show you something else. I'm gonna put this line here. We could just zoom in on the plane, please. There you go. Right? What I'm doing, I'm just using that white pastel to give it a bit more depth, okay? A bit more depth. I might have to make it a bit darker so you can see it on the telly. And sometimes a few little lines here and there, because the light catches things in different ways, you see? So you see, it's already making it look a bit more interesting there as well. It's okay. And maybe I see that pink pencil I've got, or yellow pencil, doesn't matter as long as it's light color. It's just, it won't sit and stand out against the markers that I've already used. So it's good to get, if you're gonna use these pastels or whatever you might have, if they're sharper, I can't use a pencil sharpener on it because it's not gonna work. To make it sharper so you can get to some nooks and crannies and make it more detailed, it would have been awesome. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna draw this one to a close, but again, if you wanna come on board, sit with me. If you have any ideas of things we could put on a random spinner, or if you want to send some of your artwork in, which will also be featured on our Instagram page, you know, you've been there. Now, if you haven't been there, what you're waiting for, go and sort it out now. This is the email address if you want to send anything in or come in. Okay, info@IQRA.tv. Right, guys, get drawing, be confident, pick something you like for starters, and then maybe go into start drawing things that you're not quite sure about, because your skill will improve your repertoire, or repertoire means collection of skills. Your repertoire will broaden and you will find that, you know, you can do lots of different types of things, especially in today's art world, commercial art world. You have to be disciplined and skilled in a number of different disciplines. Editing sometimes, graphic design, painting, drawing. Clients that call for people to come and do work for them, they're going to insist that you have skills in 3 or 4 different areas. And if you don't have those skills in those areas, they get somebody else who has. Simple as that, okay? So it's really a good idea to make sure we try different techniques, different skills in order to build up our skill set. Right, guys, you lot take care. Speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum. And another show done and dusted. Woo-hoo-hoo. I know, but we can't go forever. Guys, as usual, we want to hear your feedback, your thoughts, your feelings, anything you think we should do that we're not doing, like go to different places, talk about different topics, draw different things. What say you, my friends? If you do have any thoughts, here is the email address that you can send your feedback to. And of course, our website is as follows. Go over there and check out all of our shows. And if you've not done it yet, I'm just wondering what you guys waiting for. Make sure you go to our Instagram page. There's the address, guys. Sorry for being so late, but sometimes Beanie does cause some problems, you know what I mean? Right, guys, take care. Speak to you soon. Assalamu alaikum. Listen up. Wake up. Please, at number 7, it was a massive up.
Tales of Wonder.
Right? Different things you do.
IQRA Kids TV.